Let's just jump straight into this, shall we? Tenogen Round 21, Part 2. Obviously, have to launch it through Steam to get to these, but what I'm looking for straight off is I've heard good things about the ship, and doesn't disappoint. Lots of different colour zones and everything else. Nice choice of colours, but at the same time, the reason you don't tend to go for a black ship is you're in space and it hides a lot of the details, but the energy effect on the engines and kind of down the front as well do work really well with that skin because it matches the colour that's in the pattern. Not too bad. There is weapon skin wise a, what's the best way to put it, hammer skin. And then we have to wait because they still won't allow us to rotate it around, and it's actually a hammer skin. Unlike the Lunar New Year axe skin that goes on a heavy blade, this is actually designed for a hammer and looks like a hammer. And that will go really well with all the Grineer based stuff that looks exactly the same as that. Speaking of heavy blade, there is a new heavy blade as well. Not really sure what this bar is for. It kind of... I have no idea. Honestly, it looks like you can grab a hold of it and kind of ride on it. But that's because I was playing with the Ghoul Saw recently, and everything I look at is like, well, how would you ride the heavy blade? Well, there's the answer. Put a handle on it. This would have been a great one for the summertime. Inflatable shoulder armour. Because that would have gone so well with the floaty. Make it look like your frame is wearing floaties. With the blow up inflatable ring and then these. That would go really, really well together. But you can only wear those during the summer dog days, which is a huge shame. If you could wear it all year round, it would go really, really well with those. Like, ridiculously well. There's 2 operator cosmetics. Yep. What I can only classify as butterfly glasses, which, if you are using Titania, will go really well fashion frame wise with Titania, and a set of butterfly wings, which are sadly Tenogen as well, but still look really nice, and another diadem. And remember, the people who make these or design these are listed underneath the name in the top left, because all of these are user created, and I don't think I've actually come across a bad Tenogen skin yet. There's been a couple questionable ones with the choice of colours, that's about it. But that can all be fixed because most people will change the colour of these themselves. Then we have a Mesa skin. Mesa's a kind of a bad choice. Just simply because Mesa's Grak skin looks really good. There is obviously better ones now, but that is your basis of what you are being put up against. And to be fair, that's not bad. I'm looking at the bit on the top, and that is very, very Octavia-like, with the music coming off the top. Kind of similar, but at the same time, it looks like feathers because... I don't know. I was thinking Ivora for a second there. But if you, well, I'm not sure if this is my colours bleeding through or that's the colours it's supposed to be, but for some reason frames and weapon skins and other things that come in those colours tend to actually do pretty well. Not really sure why that would be a thing. Protea has a Tenogen skin, and I kind of wish we could see her weapon at the same time. There's a lot of things in here that it's not down to the people who design them. I really do like that helmet, and the skin goes really well with it. But I just wish there was an option here for... Equinox is probably the worst of them. She has 3 forms, and before you go running to the comments section and say, no, it's 2, day and night, yeah, there's the combined form as well. So having the option to swap between them for looking at skins is a great feature, but when you have things like this, it would be nice if you could press a button and have that just kind of appear behind her. But no such option exists, because it looks like that same kind of skin has been worked onto that, but that could just be the colours that have been put on it. But that Protea actually looks pretty nice. The only real problem here is, yet again, this is a Wisp heavy one. We will get to that after Wukong, but that's a really nice Wukong. I really actually like that helmet, and the fact that you've still got the massive energy braids coming off the helmet, the waves of energy. But like most Tennogen stuff, it all has the gold element to it. It's not a prime. Putting the gold on does make them look nicer. I will admit to putting gold on pretty much all my frames these days, because they have that one colouring zone that no matter what you do to it, the colour always ends up looking weird. So you just put gold on there because it fits much better than anything else. Wait, we'll go to this because I've got Harrow. That's the exclusion to that, because that is Harrow Prime, technically wearing the Grax hood. But as forementioned, Wisp heavy for Tennogen round 21, because we had 2 last time and we have 2 this time. And okay, nice choice of colours. There's that gold again. But I like that helmet. That will match her feet amazingly. Which we will have to quickly have a look at these two. I'm assuming that's, yes, that's the other one. Because we'll have to go into the arsenal to, well, you know, I clicked on it, to actually have a look at the feet, because you can't see them here. Actually, no. I think I like that one more, because it has the hat on it. Same effect on the top. What the only thing that would make these better if they were made by the same people? The fact she has no feet, you can see that is the exact reason right there as to why I said we're going to have to come in here and have a look at them, because look at it. The feet and the horns match really, really well. But the fact this is there and exists, I said last time, that worked ridiculously well, which it does. There's no way around it. That works ridiculously well. The Grax, I like that because it matches the rest of them, and I have some of them. But that works really well. That is probably so far my favourite, or was my favourite, because the helmet and the skin all go really well together. But these just look so much cleaner. But that, that's just not fair. There's something about that that just looks so much cleaner and so much nicer, which sucks because I liked that. I came into this wanting to end this, turning around and saying, out of the 2 weapon skins, 2 operator skins, the landing craft, the armor, and 5 different Warframe skins for part 2, that is the thing I liked the most. Even for the whole of Tennogen round 2, it was going to be a choice between that, which meshes so well together, but just the fact that this has the horns and it matches the feet, that kind of doesn't, and it goes with her so much better. No. I definitely like that one more. It's just that little bit cleaner, and I think it all just comes down to the helmet. But Tennogen round 21 part 2, hopefully there won't be a part 3, and the next thing they actually release will, well, hopefully be the update, but hopefully be a weapon, because at this point we're getting on to 3 months without an actual weapon being added to the game. But the next big update after the whole 0.5 update, which is what has me a little bit worried, is probably going to be which prime is next. Comment in the comment section below, do you know who's coming next? Because they go in a specific order. But with that, we'll leave this off here. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.